Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair for joining me. I'll be switching my evening recitation from 7:10, the 7:10 p.m. recitation from a Quran recitation in advance of the last 10 nights. We'll be at this time. I feel like will be the most beneficial for all of us, inshallah, because it will give us the opportunity to practice the evening adhkar and also to take up this most blessed time, making the dhikr that the Prophet ﷺ told us to do and reviewing some of the benefits of making that dhikr. Inshallah, tonight, my brother Imam Abu Bakr will be doing his Quran recitation. MashaAllah, he's a scholar of Tajweed, amongst other things, and he'll be doing his recitation after Maghrib. But from now until Maghrib, inshallah, we will do our evening adhkar, and may Allah Ta'ala grant us the greatest of those blessings, and allow us to remember these and to continue to practice them. So this is our insurance policy. This is the premium is being paid, inshallah. So without further ado, we're going to start with Ayat al-Kursi. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. So this reading Ayatul Kursi has many benefits and rewards, but amongst it all is that it minimizes the ability of the shaitan to affect one from the evening until the morning and from the morning until the evening. Next we will say the last two ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The last two ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah, the benefit is that the daughter of the Prophet ﷺ, had asked the Prophet ﷺ to grant her to help her get a servant so that she can have the help with the domestic duties. And the Prophet ﷺ told her, "Shall I tell you something that will be better for you than a servant, something that will help you in all of your tasks and all of your duties?" Recite the last two ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. So we're going to recite those because that's going to help us take care of all of those affairs and aids. Everybody now wishes they had an assistant. There's a Google Assistant and a Siri, etc., etc. But the real assistance comes from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and this is promised by the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. Next, we will say the last three ayahs of the Quran. So, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِالْفَلَقِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِالنَّاسِ. Whoever says these three times, Allah Ta'ala promises that they will be protected from harm, from nazar, from ayn, etc., etc. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. Then we'll say Surah Al-Kafirun shall protect from the waswas of the shayateen. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We follow this by the Quran. We will do we're doing the Thikr of the evening for anybody who is coming late. So now we will do the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever recites this ayah 7 times, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take all of their affairs, will handle all of their affairs, all of their matters, all their issues, all their concerns. You know, we were talking about just having an assistant, having Google Assistant, having Siri, whatever. More, that even comparable to that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises that He will handle all of your affairs, any of your worries, any of your concerns, work, family, this, that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will handle them for you as your guardian, as your steward, as your executor. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم. I will be putting in the comments, inshallah, a link to all of these adhkar. I will do my best to put a transliteration of them in English as well, and the sources for them so that you can look for them for yourself and see the rewards for them as well, inshallah. Those will be in the comments. Just in the interest of time, I want to expedite this as quickly as possible so we can get as much of these protections and blessings and rewards in this important critical time between Asr and Maghrib. So after that, we will say, we will make the ta'weed, we will ask Allah Ta'ala by all of His complete utterances from every worry and concern and every shaitan and every ayn or nazar, that seeks to harm or to afflict. So أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة وكل عين لامة أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة وكل عين لامة أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة وكل عين لامة أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة وكل عين لامة أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة وكل عين لامة أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة وكل عين لامة أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة وكل عين لامة. Whoever says this 7 times, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect them from, again, I've mentioned things, from the ayn, from the nadar, from worries and concerns, and from the shaitan. Next we will have this is very simple. You say this 3 times. Whoever says this 3 times, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises that they will not be harmed. That even if something happens to you that you think is a bad thing, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has in His wisdom intended a good thing for you in it. It is بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. Followed by this, whoever says the following 3 times, Allah Ta'ala will protect them from the worst of what He has created. Protect them from corona, protect them from spiders, snakes, whatever other the worst or bad people, whatever, from the worst of Allah Ta'ala has created. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. Whoever says the following is asking Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala by all of His utterances, by all of His names, from we are seeking refuge by Him from His wrath, from His punishment, and from the connivances and cunning of the shayateen and their assembly, their gathering. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من غضبه وعقابه وشر عباده ومن همزات الشياطين وأن يحضرون. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من غضبه وعقابه وشر عباده ومن همزات الشياطين وأن يحضرون. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من غضبه وعقابه وشر عباده ومن همزات الشياطين وأن يحضرون. The following, the Prophet ﷺ, came upon he came home, and one of his wives, I don't want to say which one and be wrong, but inshallah this will in the comments. I'll provide all the following in the comments. So just in the interest of time, just follow with me and say Ameen, or do your best to follow along with it, depending on your ability to. I'm sorry, but the camera is falling. To follow it in the utterances. So this one, the Prophet ﷺ came to his wife, and she had been making dhikr to such a degree all night, and she had been leaning on a rope, so that if she collapsed from how much dhikr she would be making, that she wouldn't fall to the ground. So he told her, should I not tell you of that which is better for you than all of this? And she said, tell me. He went on to say this following dhikr: whoever says this 3 times in the morning and in the evening, it is better for you than having spent the entire time in dhikr. That's not to say that you should not do the dhikr on top of that, but this is equivalent to that, inshallah. Subhanallah wa bihamdih adada khalqih wa rida nafsih wa zinata arshih wa midada kalimatih. Subhanallah wa bihamdih adada khalqih wa rida nafsih wa zinata arshih wa midada kalimatih. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi adada khalqihi wa rida nafsihi wa zinata arshihi wa midada kalimatih. I'll be putting the translation for these as well, inshallah, in the comments. Subhanallah, bihamdi, may Allah Ta'ala be glorified and exalted, as in an amount as innumerable as the number of His creation. Every bacteria, every atom, every star, every etc., etc. You get the picture. And to the degree at which he is content with himself, and also there's none is more deserving or worthy of contentedness than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nor in contentedness with self than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the beautification of his throne, of which there is nothing more beautified than the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to the extent and the degree of his words, of his utterances, of which are infinite, right? So this is it's like a cheat code dua. It's a cheat code dhikr. It is a dhikr that is as infinite and innumerable in its glorification and exaltation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the number of His creation and all these other aspects that I mentioned. So very powerful dhikr to remember, especially if you're short on time to say that one. Then the following dhikr, whoever says this 3 times, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it compulsory upon himself to make that person pleased, to make that person content. So for this one, none can make anything compulsory upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. None can make something compulsory upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala but himself. He makes things compulsory upon us, but none can make anything compulsory upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala but himself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it a compulsory upon himself that He will make you pleased and content if you say the following 3 times. The meaning of which, I am content with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as my Lord and Master, and with Islam as my faith and religion, and with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as my prophet and messenger, right? So we'll say, Allahumma lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Raditu billahi rabban wa bil islami dinan wa bi Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam nabiyyan wa rasula. Raditu billahi rabban wa bil islami dinan wa bi Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam nabiyyan wa rasula. Raditu billahi rabban wa bil islami dinan wa bi Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam nabiyyan wa rasula. Then the following, every single one of us every day has a charity that is owed, that is due, a payment that is due from every joint and limb in your body, right? And so you're supposed to do an act of service, an act of ibadah, an act of etc., etc. This dhikr will make that paid in full. This dhikr is in the evening will be Allahumma inni amsaytu, in the morning will be Allahumma inni asbahtu, but we'll say the evening one. Allahumma ma amsa bi min ni'matin aw bi ahadin min khalqika faminka wahdaka la sharika laka falaka alhamdu wa laka ash-shukr. Oh Allah, whatever has reached me of this evening from a ni'mah, or a ni'mah that has reached a blessing that has reached anything of your creation. It is indeed from you and only you, with no partner ascribed to you, فَلَكَ الْحَمْدُ وَلَكَ الشُّكْرُ, and so to you belongs all gratitude and all praise. اللهم ما أمس بي من نعمة أو بأحد من خلقك فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. اللهم ما أمس بي من نعمة أو بأحد من خلقك فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. Then the following I'll say, اللهم إني أسألك بنعمتك وعافيتك والستر. اللهم إني أسألك منك بنعمتك وعافيتك والستر، فتمن نعمتك علي وعافيتك وسترك في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إني أسألك منك بنعمتك وعافيتك والستر، فتمن نعمتك علي وعافيتك وسترك في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إني أمسيت منك بنعمة وعافية والستر، فتمن نعمتك علي وعافيتك وسترك في الدنيا والآخرة. Oh Allah, whatever has reached, oh Allah, I have reached this evening in a ni'mah, in a state of this thing. Oh, had be subhanallah, brother. Oh man, if this is person that commented is who I think it is, mashallah. Allah, I miss you, brother Nuhad, from the family Nuhad as well, and inshallah Allah Ta'ala will reunite us with His blessings and His ta'ah. Right? So I'm sorry, I don't have a stand for this thing, so it's been falling. Please back up. So this will be the dhikr for this is. Oh Allah, I have reached this evening fi ni'mah, in a blessing, and a afiyah, in a state of contentment, and in a state of sitr, in a state of shelter. So complete your ni'mah and your afiyah and your sitr upon me in this life and in the afterlife, in the akhirah. Then this one is the following is an incredibly powerful dhikr. It calls upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by some of His most powerful names and characteristics. Ya Hayyu, Ya Qayyum, O life, O eternal life, O giver of life. Ya Qayyum, O eternally conscious, eternally awake, eternally omnipotent. Ya Hayyu, Ya Qayyum, Birahmatika astaghith. By your mercy I seek that emergency aid, that ighatha, that emergency aid, that relief. Birahmatika astaghith, aslih li sha'ni kullahu. Repair for me all of my affairs, repair for me all of my concerns and my worries and all of my issues. Handle them for me. أصلح لي شأني كله ولا تكلني, and do not leave me dependent upon myself for even the blink of an eye. Even for a blink of an eye, for even such a moment, do not leave me dependent upon myself. Never mind being dependent on somebody else. You know, if somebody had a direct line to the president, to the CEO, or whatever, and can call that person and say, hey, respected sir, can you take care of all of my affairs? I have these bills, I have these worries, I have this wife, I have all of these things that I'm worried about. Can you handle them for me? Imagine that the power of that connection, and to know that this person will handle those things for you. But we are directly contacting the creator of everything, of every atom, every molecule, of everything that is in existence, and even the creator of those worries and concerns that we have. We are asking the creator of them to handle them, to resolve them for us, and to not leave us dependent, not just on a CEO or a president or somebody else or a friend or whatever, not even leave us dependent on ourselves, on our own faculties for even the blink of an eye. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, birahmatika astaghith, أصلح لي شأني كله ولا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين. يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك أستغيث أصلح لي شأني كله ولا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين. يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك أستغيث أصلح لي شأني كله ولا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين. Whoever cannot say this with me can say Ameen, and Allah Ta'ala inshallah will give you the reward of that as well. Next we'll follow with this dua. Allahumma sahla. Oh Allah, there's nothing which is easy except that which you have made easy. And you make even the greatest of difficulties easy. Oh Allah, I ask you a knowledge, not just any knowledge, but not all these books of knowledge, right? Anybody can sit, read them, but we ask Allah Ta'ala for a knowledge that is beneficial. We ask you for a knowledge that is علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا, and a rizq, a sustenance, a provision that is طيب, that is pure and plentiful and sufficient. ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. Most importantly of all, an action that is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That means actions that are made with the right intentions, performed in the right manner, and accompanied by the right knowledge, right? So this dhikr is Allahumma sahla wa anta brother Muhammad Anis, this is a dhikr that will not just increase your knowledge, but will increase your knowledge that is beneficial. Because there's many kinds of knowledge. Shaitan Iblis was one of the greatest of scholars. He was extremely knowledgeable, but his did not, it benefited him in having him elevated to sit amongst the malaika, right? But when push came to shove, when he was ordered to obey in the command and prostrate himself, that knowledge did not end up being beneficial, because it was not knowledge, it was ilm that was not accompanied by amal. The most beneficial knowledge, the most important knowledge is a beneficial knowledge. The most beneficial knowledge is the knowledge that is applied. It's pragmatic knowledge. So, and that's what we're asking for in this dhikr. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. This dhikr, whoever says this, we're asking refuge to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from al-ham wal-hazan, from worries or concerns, from anxiety and depression. 74% of people in the United States have I will write, Brother Muhammad, and to everybody who is watching, I will be writing all of these and I will be attaching them in the comments, inshallah. I will write them and I will be I'll write it. I'll do my best to transliterate it into English, and inshallah I will provide a source if I can. This is a project that I'll be working on. Inshallah they'll be in the comments, and inshallah we'll be doing this regularly, so if we practice together, we'll be able to do it. Each dhikr will be said 3 times, so I will try to slow it down so you can hear it. Inshallah we do it together. And if you cannot say it with me because I'm going too fast, then say Ameen, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inshallah will grant you the reward of that dhikr for your presence. This following dhikr is we're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are seeking refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from anxiety and depression, which 74% of the people in the United States suffer from anxiety or depression, according to the American Psychological Association. So this we ask Allah Ta'ala to shelter us and protect us from anxiety and depression, hammi wal hazan, wal ajzi wal kasal, and incapacity, the inability to do something that needs to be done, and laziness, which is the unwillingness to be done. Hammi wal hazan, hammi wal hazan, wal ajzi wal kasali, wal jubni wal bukhl, and from cowardice and al-bukhl and greed, right? So from cowardice makes you afraid to do what needs to be done. Greed makes you unwilling to invest doing what needs to be done. For everybody who's asking what my stream schedule is, my stream schedule will be I was streaming Quran at 7:10 p.m. But inshallah I'll be doing Thikr from 7:10 p.m. until iftar to maximize the reward of this blessed time of dhikr, and I'll be streaming Quran recitation inshallah at 10:30 p.m. because there's no Taraweeh obviously now with Corona and stuff, so inshallah at 10:30 p.m. I will begin streaming a Quran recitation that will continue inshallah for at least a juz', and then inshallah for the last 10 nights I will be streaming again at 1:30 in the morning I'll either stream a qiyam. I will hope that no brothers try to pray with me because I don't want to start a bid'ah. I'll either be streaming a qiyam or just streaming a Quran recitation of that will be a supplement to tahajjud at 1:30 a.m. So 7:10 p.m., 10:30 p.m., and 1:30 in the morning, inshallah. So dhikr and then Quran, inshallah. So back to the dhikr. Can't access. Inshallah, I'll work on that. So the brother who administers the channel, I've been dealing with some technical issues, and I know the mic is bad, and so forth. So inshallah, I'm working on resolving all of these in advance of the last 10 nights, so that as I recite the Quran, it'll be listenable, and inshallah, bring all of us the reward and the khushu' and khudwa, inshallah. So again, 7:10 p.m. dhikr, at 10:30 p.m. Quran, and at 1:30 a.m. Quran again. So let's continue with that adhkar. We want to do so. We're seeking refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from anxiety and depression, al-hammi wal-hazan wal-ajzi wal-kasal, incapacity and laziness, incapability and laziness, wal-jubni wal-bukhl, and cowardice and miserliness, and from the oppression of debt. From the defeat of debt. Anybody who's been in debt knows it's like a yoke, a collar around your neck, a defeat. It is a crushing thing to live with on a day-by-day basis. The defeat of debt and غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال, and the oppression or of other men. Debt is definitely a form of slavery. But also qahr rijal, meaning the oppression of other men. When you have somebody who's in a position of power over you, who is oppressing you and crushing you, and so on and so forth. Then inshallah, by the way, for anybody who has fiqh related questions, my brother Imam Abu Bakr, inshallah, will be streaming a Quran recitation after Maghrib. And if you ask him questions, maybe inshallah at the end of his Quran recitation, he will answer all of those questions as part of that. He also has regular live streaming lecture schedule and all of that. Also, he translates for Sheikh Salik, one of the most foremost scholars that we have here in the United States, who's from Mauritania. So inshallah, tap into those, and inshallah we derive a benefit from those. But let us say this dhikr real quick so we get that protection. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-hazan, wa a'udhu bika min al-ajzi wal-kasal, وأعوذ بك من الجبن والبخل وأعوذ بك من غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن والعجز والكسل والجبن والبخل وضلع الدين وقهر الرجال. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن وأعوذ بك من العجز والكسل وأعوذ بك من الجبن والبخل وأعوذ بك من غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال. اللهم آمين. Then we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Allah make me be halal and haram. Oh Allah, suffice for me your halal from having me be tempted from the haram. Oh Allah, grant me a wife that is sufficient that I am not tempted by the haram. Oh Allah, grant me an income that is halal that suffices me from the income that is haram, and so on and so forth. Allahumma kfini bihalalika an haramika waghnini bifadlika amman siwak. اللهم اكفني بحلالك عن حرامك واغنني بفضلك عمن سواك. اللهم اكفني بحلالك حرامك واغنني بفضلك عمن سواك. Well, the end of that means, and enrich me with your fadl, with your privilege, to a manner that I am not reliant or dependent or in need of or even desiring of the aid or assistance of anyone else. Make the aid and assistance that you grant to me and the halal rizq and provision that you grant to me so sufficient and so generous to me that I am not in need of or dependent on anyone else. Okay? And then we'll go on to say this dua is a very beautiful dua. I will translate it after I say it. I just want to recite it while we have the chance. Bismillah ar-Rahman. اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير. رحمن الدنيا والآخرة ورحمهما تعطيهما من تشاء وتمنع منهما من تشاء تشاء ارحمني رحمة تغنيني بها عن رحمة من سواك اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير رحمن الدنيا والآخرة ورحيمهما تعطيه من تشاء وتمنع منهما من تشاء ارحمني رحمة تغنيني بها عن رحمة من سواك اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير رحمن الدنيا والآخرة ورحيمهما تعطيهما من تشاء وتمنع منهما من تشاء ارحمني رحمة تغنيني بها عن رحمة من سواك. It says Allahumma Malik al-Mulk, oh Allah who is the possessor of all that can be possessed, the possessor of majesty and kingship. You grant that kingship, you grant that you grant ownership to whom you wish, and you prohibit from it whomever you wish. You snatch it, you remove that mulk, that kingship, that possession from whoever you wish, and you grant nobility to whomever you wish, and you strip and you humble and humiliate that nobility from whoever you wish. In your hands are all of the khair, are all of the goodness. Verily indeed you are capable of all things, you are capable of doing all things. The giver of mercy and the possessor of mercy in this life and the next. You grant the best of this life and the next to whomever you wish, and you prohibit from it whomever you wish. Grant me, bestow upon me a mercy that you enrich, by which you enrich me from the necessity of needing the mercy of anyone but you. Allahu Akbar. Calling upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by all His majesty, by all His kingship, by all that He possesses, to enrich us, to give us such a majesty and such an ownership of everything around us to such a degree that most importantly bestow such a degree of mercy upon us that we are not in need of mercy or aid or assistance from anyone or anything else. Allahu Akbar. Then we move on from this, we say اللهم نعوذ بك من زوال نعمتك وتحول عافيتك وفجاءة نقمتك وجميع سخطك. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من زوال نعمتك وتحول عافيتك وفجاءة نقمتك وجميع سخطك. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من زوال نعمتك وتحول عافيتك وفجاءة نقمتك وجميع سخطك. Oh Allah, I seek refuge by you and with you from the expiration, from the ending of your ni'mah upon me. And from the change of the condition of your afiyah, of your grace upon me, and from the surprise, and I seek refuge by you from the fuja'at niqmatik, from the suddenness of your wrath, and from the entirety of all of your wrath. And we know how it is. You can wake up in the morning with so much ni'mah and so much grace and so on and so forth, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in one moment can test you, and the entire day can go, your entire life can change from such great blessings and mercy and grace to such a position of such dire wretchedness that we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from that. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from it. اللهم يعوذ بك من جهل البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء. اللهم يعوذ بك من جهل البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من جهد البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء. اللهم يعوذ بك. Now we can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from having any shirk or any idolatry with Him or any association with Him in our worship, in our reliance, in our dependence, in our submission. reserving all of that for him and him alone. اللهم إني أعوذ بك أن أشرك بك وأنا أعلم وأستغفرك لما لا أعلم. اللهم إني أعوذ بك أن أشرك بك وأنا أعلم وأستغفرك لما لا أعلم. اللهم إني أعوذ بك أن أشرك بك وأنا أعلم وأستغفرك لما لا أعلم. So from all of that shirk that we have done, that we are aware of, and we ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for any of the shirk or any association with him and any of the things that we should not associate with him that we are not aware of. Next we will say Allahumma afi. This dua is so asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us grace and afiyah and protection in our body, in our hearing, in our sight. Verily indeed there's nothing worthy of worship but you. Oh Allah, we seek refuge by you and with you from kufr, from the poverty of iman and the poverty in the dunya. And we seek refuge by you and with you from the punishment of the grave, from the punishment in the grave. Verily indeed there is nothing worthy of worship but you alone. Allahumma afini fi badani, Allahumma afini fi sam'i, Allahumma afini fi basari, la ilaha illa ant. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الكفر والفقر وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم عافني في بدني، اللهم عافني في سمعي، اللهم عافني في بصري، لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الكفر والفقر وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم عافني في بدني، اللهم عافني في سمعي، اللهم عافني في بصري، لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الكفر والفقر وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر لا إله إلا أنت. Next we will say the istighfar of Yunus alayhi salam in the whale. When he had abandoned the duties that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had written upon him, what did he say? While he was, Allah says in the Quran, وَنَادَى فِي الظُّلُمَاتِ أَن لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا أَنْتَ سُبْحَانَكَ إِنِّي كُنْتُ مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Saying Yunus alayhi salam, when he had abandoned his duty to make da'wah to his people, Jonah, the prophet, when he abandoned his duty to make da'wah to his people and he had been cast into the sea and he was swallowed up by the whale, the fish, whatever it is, when he was surrounded in that darkness, he made this istighfar that is one of the most powerful istighfars you can make. La ilaha illa ant. Subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Verily indeed there is nothing worthy of worship but you. May you be glorified and exalted. Verily indeed I have been amongst the doers of injustice. I have committed an injustice upon myself by being derelict in my duty. I have committed an injustice upon myself through my shortcomings, through the error of my ways, through the sinfulness that has led to a distance between me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we'll make the istighfar again. La ilaha illa anta subhanak inni kuntu min al-zalimin. La ilaha illa anta subhanak inni kuntu min al-zalimin. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Then we'll make this istighfar. Allah, I have oppressed myself. I've been unjust to myself. So forgive me. For really indeed none forgive the sins but you. اللهم إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. اللهم إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. اللهم إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. And then we'll ask Allah Ta'ala for afu, for His grace, for His mercy, knowing that He is the gracious, He is the merciful. Allahumma laka afuun. Oh Allah, you are the gracious. You love to be gracious. تحب العفو so be gracious upon me. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عني. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عني. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عني. Then we will make these following three du'as are ayahs in the Quran. We will say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The first one is an ayah in the Quran of the du'a of those who make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that oh Allah, do not make our hearts go astray from you after you have granted us guidance. And bestow upon us your mercy. Verily indeed you are the bestower, you are the giver of all that is good. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. This next dua is also from the Quran. Oh Allah, grant us from our spouses and our children that which pleases the eye and makes the heart content, in terms of seeing our most loved ones in a state of ibadah, in a state of submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and a state of Islam to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To make us so pleased with them that it fills our pleasure with them fills our eyes and fills our heart. And make us to the righteous, and make us a form of guidance to the muttaqeen, to the righteous, right? To those who have taqwa. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. Then this is also a dua from the Quran. Oh Allah, grant us in this dunya that which is best, and in the akhirah, in the life to come, that which is best. And protect us and spare us from that torment of Jahannam, from the torment of hellfire. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Now we will say what this istighfar is called Sayyid al-Istighfar. This istighfar is the master of all istighfar. It's an incredibly powerful form of istighfar. It is the most powerful form of istighfar that I know or have been taught. Allahumma anta rabbi, oh Allah, you are my Lord. Khalaqtani wa ana abduk. You have created me and I am your servant. Wa ana ala ahdika wa wa'dika mastata'at, and I am upon the covenant with you, the promise, my oath with you, to the degree, my creed with you, to the degree that I have been able, knowing that I have been that I have had shortcomings in that every day that you grant me. That every day that you grant me to make up for the shortcoming of the day before is a day that I may not even make up for the shortcomings of that day. In fact, that day may be a day in which my shortcomings exceed the shortcomings of the day before it. Exceed it. Yet I still ask you for the grace to give me another day, another opportunity, another chance to correct myself and to make the next day a day that was better than the day that has already passed. Oh Allah, we know that no matter what we do, it will not be enough. But oh Allah, we know that you, with your grace and your mercy and your blessings, that you can exponentially increase the reward of that and make that your grace and that your mercy will be sufficient for us. Nothing that we do will be sufficient on its own, but that your grace and your mercy can be more than, your infinite grace and mercy will be more than sufficient for us. Right? اللهم أنت ربي لا إله إلا أنت خلقتني وأنا عبدك وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت, to the degree that I can, to the degree that I have been able to. أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت. I seek refuge with you and by you from the worst of what I have done. من شر ما صنعت. أبوء لك بنعمتك علي. جزاك الله خير. أبوء لك بنعمتك علي. I affirm and recognize your ni'mah, your bounties upon me. Like this date right here, which I'm about to break my fast with. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم لك صمت وعلى رزقك أفطرت. Oh Allah, for you I have fasted, and upon your rizq, upon your provision, upon your sustenance, I break my fast. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن شاء الله. اللهم انت ربي لا اله خلقتني وانا عبدك وانا عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت وذكر شر ما صنعت وابوء اليك. اللهم انت ربي لا اله الا انت خلقتني وانا عبدك وانا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت. I'm upon my oath and my covenant with you to the degree that I can, knowing that I have my shortcomings, but to the degree that I can. I'm a human. I'm limited. I will have failings, but to the degree that I can, I will do what I can. أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت. I seek refuge with you and by you from the worst of what I have committed. I can't even look at it. I can't even face it. I seek refuge with you, Ya Allah, from the worst of what I have committed. أبوء لك بنعمك علي. أبوء لك بنعمتك علي. I admit and I affirm and I recognize all of the ni'mah, all of the bounties and blessings and provisions that you have given to me and bestowed upon me. وأبوء بذنبي. And I affirm and I plead guilty and I attest and take responsibility for all of my sins and all of my shortcomings. فاغفر لي. So forgive me, Ya Allah. فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. For really, indeed, none can truly forgive the sins but you. I'm going to eat the second date for my iftar. This is a ni'mah right here. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma laka sumtu wa ala rizqika aftartu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, inshallah, I will end with this final dhikr, this final dua, because this will be a good segue for my brother Imam Abu Bakr. Inshallah, he'll be coming live shortly here after Maghrib. I will be leaving. I'll be ending this inshallah to go pray Maghrib and have my iftar. But this is a very powerful dua for the Quran to bless us. Allahumma inni abduk. Allah, I am your servant. Ibn abdik. And the son of your servant. Ibn amatik, and the son of your maiden, the female servant, my mother. Nasiyati biyadik. The nape of my neck is in your hands. In other words, you have me firmly by the neck, by the collar. I'm completely under your control. I'm completely in your position. Nasiyati biyadik. Madin fiya hukmak. Your judgment upon me has already been decreed upon me. You know the sum of my good and the sum of my ill, and your judgment upon me has already been decreed before I have existence. Okay? Before I've even come to existence. The most just, the judgment that you decree upon me is most just. I ask you by every name that is yours, by all of your characteristics, that you have named yourself by, or that you have revealed in your scriptures, in your revelations, or that you have taught to any of your creation, including the malaika, whose only purpose is sitting there and glorifying and exalting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by all of His characteristics. Or that have you reserved for yourself within the mysteries of the unknown that are with you, that are and taj'al Quran, that you will make the Quran Rabi'a qalbi, the wellspring of my heart, and the light of my chest, and the removal of my sadness and my concerns, and the eraser of my anxieties and my concerns. هو say امين رب العالمين. اللهم اني عبدك وابن عبدك وابن امتك ناصيتي بيدك ماض فيها حكمك عدل فيها قضاءك اسالك بكل اسم لك سميت به نفسك او انزلته في كتابك او علمته احدا من خلقك او استاثرت به في علم الغيب عندك ان تجعل القران الكريم ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا وجلاء احزاننا وذهاب همومنا وغمومنا. آمين يا رب العالمين. جزاك الله خير for joining me for this. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. My brother inshallah will be coming up next with his Quran recitation. His tajweed inshallah will be directly on point. I'm going to eat my final date, go pray Maghrib and make iftar. I'll be back at 10:30 p.m. tonight, at 1:30 a.m. also inshallah, if I can make it to that later hour for my Quran recitations. And inshallah I will see you all tomorrow at 7:10 p.m. for the next halaqah inshallah of our evening adhkar. Jazakumullah khair. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.